Hello, welcome back. Last time I tried to navigate the twisting, spiraling maze of the giant tree tower. I got somewhere. Keysmith is free. He is sleeping for some reason. With a vivid description of the exact way in which he is sleeping, written by Working Designs. I don't know which way is the way up that I needed to go. Predictably, in that super complicated maze, I've kind of forgotten which way was what. So let's try just going upward as much as I can. And see where that gets me. So this ladder is available. This was not the route I was normally taking up, and the route I was normally taking up did lead me to a door that took me further in than I had been, I think? Oh, wait, yeah, okay, right. So that's the way forward, but Keysmith has to awaken first. I think maybe if I go through here, I should land where I want to be. This seems wrong. No, it's not here. I can probably go down that. I can. This won't help me. I need to go elsewhere. Right? Probably. Okay, so main entrance, that's how the Keysmith is going to get up. Got it. Alright. So that's actually useful information. So this other entrance is the one that'll lead me where I want to be. I know what it looks like. I'll recognize it when I see it. I just don't know all the connections that are on the way to it. There's going to be a hole in the upper right of the floor, and I want to take the stairway instead of going down the hole. It's not just here. It's not just here. It might be just here, though. It is. Okay, here we go. Shoo. Shoo. It gives me a barrel, which I don't need anymore, I think. Okay, this room. This is new stuff to me. I hear a lot of eking. Oh, Alundra phased that pot through the floor. He was so startled by the monkeys in this room. That's what I do, and I'm surprised. This room looks familiar, but everything looks like everything in here, pretty much. Okay, so that's how that behaves, sure. Fair enough. If I'm impatient here, I think I can just ignore you mostly. Eek, eek, eek. Really? Okay, hi. Okay, so chime tells me that I'm accomplishing something. So just play some whack-a-monkey. Oh, okay. I had the key for that one. Yes, I did. I had a small key, and I used it to open that. Okay, is there, like, shortcut openings over here or anything? There's life vessel. It looks to me like there's space in the UI for at least one more magic seed. Those are much, much rarer than life vessels. Which makes sense. This is a jump down spot into a chimney. Chimney I've been into already. This, however, is new. No, it isn't. That's right, I had seen that door once before I got the key for it. Okay. I follow. Really? I had been here? Hold up. Just because that switch is green doesn't guarantee that I had been in this room before. This is a place I've been before, though. Maybe I never exited this way. That's very possible. Or maybe I did and forgot about it. And never went in that spot there. There is no way I would have seen this and not opened that chest there, so no, this is new to me, even though it was perhaps open. Not sure why that spot exists. Go in the door, Alundra. So hard. You dare to come this far, furless human. We will smash you into fillets with one L. What? Elevator key? Oh, maybe I don't need the keysmith for that. Okay, I somehow didn't even think of the possibility that I could just find the key for this. His job's probably done. He'll just get to sleep peacefully for the rest of his time here. And then sneak out at night. Okay. I do not desire to go back in there. There's no reason to. So go to the bottom. And I have no reason to have gone in that chimney, right? I already did that, I think. Surely. I don't trust. I do not trust. How much of a pain is it to get there? Lots, probably. Yeah, I can't just walk the... Hold on, can I? So isn't there a jump off here? No, there sure isn't, and this just leads me to the elevator. Okay, well... Go in the door. If I end up there again, I'll go through the thing. If I don't, then I won't. The key barely fits into the tiny keyhole, but it's jammed so tight it won't turn easily. Care to turn the key with excessive force? Heck yeah, I do. Alundra tries to turn the jammed key with all his strength, but it refuses to give even an inch. And what's worse, the key is now bent at a weird angle. It's painfully obvious that the situation will have to be corrected by a professional. Oh. Well, I can retry. I guess he took the key out and unbent it. The fit is so tight that removing the key manages to bend it even worse! It will definitely require a skilled professional to fix the thing. I forgot to look at this in my inventory. Allows access to the elevator. Okay. Alright, let's take a circuitous route down and see if I can go through that chimney. What's to the right here, by the way? This. Okay, yeah, this gets me there without too much effort, I think? No, it just gets me to the elevator. Never mind. That's the direct route down. Well, that's okay with me, too. Alright. Professional. You woke up. Hey now, how you doing? What? Huh? Something wrong with your key? That's terrible, man. Do you really need this key straightened that bad? No. Hey now, no need to show me how strong you are all at once, Tiger. I'll fix the key. Oh, you won't take no for an answer. Okay, give me some room. All done, my friend. A work of beauty, if I do say so myself. Check it out. Straight as an arrow and a little smaller for an easier fit. No need for applause. Alright, he filed down the key a little bit, I guess. Remember, walk softly and carry a big banana. Okay, if you say so. I could save. Apparently I'm not gonna bother. It's all the way down there. Hey, you stop that. The key slides into the keyhole like butter. Should the key be turned? No. Without turning the key in the lock, the door isn't inclined to cooperate. What an important choice you're giving me. The door opens with a satisfying creak. What is happening with the writing in this game? Hi, monkeys. Ah, fearless one, you've come so far. This is the end of your sad journey of self-delusion. Coincidentally, it's the end of your life as well. Sure. Nothing? Really? Nothing? Okay. Felt like it was gonna be something. Also nothing. Screen transition. Music change. Significance. What the heck? Okay, so there was another music track in the game that I did not remember. Hey Zazan, I knew I'd find you up here. Who dares to challenge me? What? A mere human boy. You are the sworn enemy of the Merg. I shall feast upon your quivering entrails. Yeah, you talk like all the other monkeys do. What's happening with your left nipple? It's like infected or something. And you beat on it to make it worse. Oh hey, seeing this animation reminds me, we saw this in the intro video, just like the entire game. His arms are swinging so high they don't make contact with me. I guess I could be using this. You're not doing a lot to threaten me directly. You're just kind of wandering around and hoping you run into me. See, that's a little more direct. This is not. You're not even aiming at me. Oh, Zazan. Such a clown. You're speeding up. Sure, I get that. My timing was off. I like how he sits down when he throws a rock. Oh, you're homing now. Well, aren't you fancy? Okay. That's a little more annoying to dodge. Pound, pound, pound. Monkey friends are here. One at least. Two. Oh, several. Alright, well, done with him. No one in that battle knew what they were doing. Severely outclassed. Defeated Zazan, King of the Merg. Alright. For a named character I was introduced to so long ago, that was a little unceremonious. It's fine though. Can I take his crests? He should have 2 of them here. Yeah, there we go. Agate crest. And eventually... Garnet crest. How many is that for me now? I've lost count. So on me right now I have 3. I have placed 2, I want to say? So that would mean there's only 1 left. Yeah, pretty sure I did place 2. So 1 more crest. I believe I know where it is now that I think about it. So boss music's still going. With Zazan dead. Okay, well, I guess we're done here. Alright. Just like... What a complete non-conclusion. Man, game's just giving me zero closure on this. I mean, I won. I got the crests. Now it's just like, it's all quiet. Just walk back. What, you wanted a fanfare or something? It's fine, it's just so understated. Wait. How am I here? Okay, elevator 1. Dude, get in the door. Why is that so hard to do? Elevator 1 led to this room, that's right. Just forgot how the layout was. Well, if I'm up here, let's check that chimney just in case. So Zazen's dead. Many little monkeys are still around, of course. They wouldn't disappear that quickly. How much of a pain is it to go through here? Some. I'll check with Keysmith, see how he's doing. But yeah, I guess my job here is done. Back to Inoa to see how that arrow turned to face me, didn't it? See how people are getting on there. I believe I know something about the story coming up here. Once again, I might have events in the wrong order, so I might not know what I think I know. What I think I remember kinda doesn't make sense to me right now, so maybe I don't remember it. I'm not saying what it is, so like, I'm just spouting gibberish here, basically. I have been there. That's the other side of where I climbed up for the stairway there. So yeah, with the knowledge that I'm done with this, I think I can call this a full clear. It just takes me here. Of course it does. Okay, I think I can call this a full clear. Unless I missed something super hidden in a place I didn't look. Keysmith, how are you doing? Now, right, remembering the event I'm thinking about, there is one more building here I have not explored fully, and it's that one. I can't get there from here. It's disconnected from the rest of Merg Woods. He is still here. Oh, okay. Well, guess he's just waiting for nightfall. Alright, you have fun with that. I'm leaving. You want an escort? I guess not. Back to town. I'd better not read the chapter title. I'm gonna opt not to do that. I'll save here, but I think it's gonna... It always tells me what's gonna happen next. I want to be told. I'm gonna be shown, not told. Giant tree tower, yes, okay. Quickest way to Inoa is... this one, I think? No, that's Magiskar. It's the one to the right of this? Wait, was that Magiskar? Shoot, I don't know anymore. Well, this is Nerud. Yeah, so I know where it is in the world, but not in the portal hub. You know what, whatever, this is fine. It's close enough. Hey, Merrick, I got another falcon. Maybe a couple. You're gonna be interested in that. I think I get a life vessel for the next reward. So that'll bring me to 40. What's this? Oh right, no, he just wants money if I do it that way. I've brought 3 today, 40 so far. Okay, and I do get that thing. Recovery ring. Merrick's ears look kind of pointy from this angle. Is he also an elf? Doesn't look like it in that portrait, but his sprite does. Bring me 45 falcon statuettes and I'll reward you with this life vessel. Last visible thing there. I wonder if 45 is the total amount in the game. I don't think I'm that close to the end yet, but maybe there just aren't that many falcons, or maybe somehow I wanted to say there were 50 total, but I might be just completely inventing that number from nothing. Just feels like a nice round number. Oh, let's read about the recovery ring. However, there's probably something going on here. Something? Yeah, something. Not what I thought. Okay, I'm thinking of a different event. I think I know what that rumble was. Recovers HP if equipped. Recovers 1 HP every 3 seconds. So I guess equipped means this. I waited 3 seconds. Oh, there it went. That had a ramp-up time. The first two were much slower than 3 seconds. I was timing them, that's why I was quiet. Alright, well that's cool. Better thing than the bean to just leave on all the time. Hey, Maya. It's confirmed. The Merg are under the control of Melzus. But I digress. The earthquake we felt was caused by the eruption of Torla Mountain. Are you serious, Alundra? You want to explore it? Do you have a death wish? The mountain is filled with fiery lava. Oh, bother. I've never changed your mind in the past. Why should I change it now? Just promise me one thing, Alundra. Just one. Promise me you won't go into the mountain until you can extinguish its flames. You gonna tell me to go to the Ice Manor and get this tool that I totally don't have? Torla Mountain's filled with lava and flame. You can't go inside until and unless you can stop the fires. From what I understand, Yuri recently returned from the mountain. Is that where he was? I noticed he was gone. Perhaps he can help you, Alundra. Okay. The eruption is a sign. The only question is whose life the gods will take next. Okay. In this village, you could say anything as a sign that somebody's about to die. And you could convince yourself that you're right. Because people are always dying here. I believe in you, Alundra. I believe you can save us from anything. I like you now, Gustav. You've cleaned up your act. Elaine, facing a different way. Everyone dies, Alundra. I believe it is how you die that is important. Dad said my mom used to say that. She seems more lucid, too. I think I did fix some of her problems. Yeah, things are much better here in the Elaine Gustav household. That's nice. Might not be perfect yet, but you know, one step at a time. I'm not going to talk to Yestel right now. She'll just tell me to go to Torla Mountain, obviously. Bonaire, Phineas. Oops, sorry. Torla Mountain. I thought the coal mine had collapsed again. I guess it could collapse further, sure. Dude, I could not be more bummed about Torla Mountain erupting. That was totally the best snowboarding spot ever. I knew this would be some kind of... Yep, that's in character. Ludus, you're still alive. We put a stop to your, death fate. Yuri traveled to Torla Mountain to search for an herb. He is incredibly brave or incredibly foolish. My vote is for the latter. Ronan assured me that the gods exist, and I have always trusted him. We still have a Ronan problem here. He's still around. No one's done anything about this. So yeah, unresolved Ronan problem. Torla Mountain's erupting. Missing one crest. What else is unresolved? The event that I'm remembering, but that's... I don't think there's really any indication leading up to it. It's just kind of gonna happen. I thought it kicked off from Murgwoods, but I guess not. At least not on that visit. Alundra, have you heard the news? Mount Torla erupted. Smoke, fire, brimstone. This is unbelievable. Is it? Oh no, a volcano erupted. Oh hey, Yuri. Hello, Alundra. I've just returned from a journey to Torla Mountain in search of a rare herb. Talking to Naomi and coming out was the trigger for this? How did I get there? The beginning of the trail is just to the right of the entrance to Magiskar. I proceeded east along the trail and straight to the mountain. I didn't find any herbs, but I found the mountain itself on fire, awash in molten lava. What? You don't want to know how to get inside? It's impossible. Unless... Inside the Ice Manor, I'm remembering there's another whole dungeon somewhere. That also hasn't come up in the story yet. Okay, there's a bunch more. Like, I can remember specifically at least 3 more dungeons? Yeah, not to say what I'm not remembering. Inside the Ice Manor is the Ice Wand. You could use it to cool down the lava. But Alundra, why do you want to enter the mountain at all? It's so dangerous. If Alundra gave a reply, I didn't get to hear it. Wait a second, does Yuri live here? And I've... Oh, maybe all the times he wasn't out in town, he was up in the 2nd floor in the place that for some reason I never bothered to go. I'll bet I missed a lot of Yuri dialogue. Somehow I didn't realize this. I hear there's a geyser at the entrance to Torla Mountain. It's so powerful it can lift huge boulders like pebbles. It can lift huge boulders as if they were pebbles. But I kind of like, it can lift huge boulders like pebbles. You know, those huge boulders. Oh right, I'm at 39 life because I was given a recovery ring instead of a life vessel, I expected. The gods are angry with us. We were all fools to doubt their existence. Alright, whatever you say. Oh no, I wanted to talk to Jess, but he's not here. And never will be again. So yeah, I guess like the sadness from Jess's death comes slowly. For Klein it was just all at once. For Jess it's like subtle over time. There was just a whole lot of telling me what Alundra was feeling in that scene when you never actually see him express any emotion or say any words. I don't know, I think that's part of why it didn't land at the time, but just these little things, every once in a while, it's like, hey, remember when Jess lived here? He was nice, I got to talk to him all the time. Did you feel the ground move? Was it an earthquake, or was it something else? Hey you, don't let anything happen to my family. Oh, you're asking me to do something important for you. Yeah, Talus has slowly over time gained some respect for Alundra. He still doesn't know quite how to talk to him, but he tries now. I heard a very loud noise to the north of us. Torla Mountain is north of here. I wonder if... Septimus, what are you up to? Some of the villagers are saying that Torla erupted because the gods are angry. Sierra is saying that. Well, she's saying the gods are angry. But I don't think it means Melzus is within the mountain, Alundra. I think Melzus might be within the palace at the bottom of the deep lake. I guess, actually, in Worlds, this hasn't really been stated yet. Like, it's speculated about here. Was this not made super clear to me when I first came to Inoa, though? Perhaps by Lars? And also just by, like, the position of the crest stands. Or maybe the game said nothing about it and I'm just remembering. Aren't you afraid, Burgess? I've never been so scared in all my life. Really? The mountain erupting is what does that, after everything else that's happened here. Okay. Hi, Alundra. Torla Mountain erupted. I want to go see it. Will you take me, please? The answer to Nestus's question was, no, not at all. Mead speaks the truth. A trail lies east of Magiskar that goes to the mountain, but it's very dangerous, with narrow paths and a broken bridge. I wouldn't go there for all the Gilder in the realm, Alundra. Torla Mountain is far to the north of the village. I've never been there, but I have heard of a trail near Magiskar. Torla Mountain has never erupted in my lifetime or during my grandfather's. He would have told me the story if it had. Yes, sirree, this is a bad sign if I ever saw one. Okay, so... been a dormant volcano for a long time. Got it. Keisha, you're still alive. Giles isn't. Why would Melza suddenly decide to burn us with lava instead of terrifying us with nightmares? It just doesn't make sense. Then again, neither does anything happening to this forsaken village. So maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it's just coincidence. Alright, Ronan, Cephas, Nava, and then I'll call it a day. I guess technically I could go talk to Lurvy, but she never has anything new to say. We are experiencing the vile fruit of the gods' anger. The eruption is but a small sign of their displeasure. There will be more, many more, I am certain. So he's kind of back to his old self. As if nothing ever happened concerning him. Just managed to actually successfully sweep all the murder under the rug. Go to the mountain. It's important, trust me. To say more would put my life in danger. Cephas knows something. To say more would put my life in danger. Why can't I just linger here on the text as long as I want? Why do you have to auto-advance? Game. So you have a relationship with fire, of sorts. Hey, there's a little stuffed bunny in here, look at that! Ha! That's a nice detail. It almost just blended into the pillow, but yeah, he has a stuffed animal. This is very bothersome. I guess I'm just not supposed to know about it right now. It wouldn't be very satisfying to just try something at random and get this right away. And yet, here I go. I can get two at once like that. Alright, so there's obviously an order to that. Can I, like, read this? Day, the night was those born. Darkness per glow eternal. It's too dusty to read. Shall Alundra clean it? Yes! When the day emerges from shadow, the night is washed in light. Those born from the darkness shall perish in the warm glow of the eternal light. Can I read these or something? They don't seem to have... So just like east to west as the sun rises? Oops, but what about like up down? That's almost definitely a clue for this. Maybe there's another part to it. I feel like that's not the whole thing. Born from the darkness shall perish in the warm glow of the eternal light. Like if I take this thing out of my hand, it kind of looks like there are inscriptions here, like what I'm standing on right now, but that's... maybe that's not an inscription. Alundra doesn't seem interested in reading it. there anything here? In that book? It's snooping around Cephas's house here. He doesn't seem to mind. I love the bunny. It's so good. Nava, right. Let's check with him. Alright, well, I'll mull over that riddle a bit more. Maybe there's something more to it. Nava's not so far away. Okay, so Torla Mountain. I know how to get there. I know what to do there. I have the appropriate tools. Do I know what to do here? There? Alundra just wants to go because he wants to go everywhere. This is his hobby. I mean, no. I'm interpreting this as Lars told him to get the crests, so he's getting the crests. Just has a hunch there might be one there. Right, this way. Nava. At last he has awakened. I suppose that the time has come for me to get serious. Can I assume you're talking about something in the mountain? Or are you talking about... Well, Melzus had already awakened. You're not talking about him. Yeah, you're talking about something in the mountain. Like something that newly happened. The mountain just erupted. He has awakened. Time for me to get serious. Nava is a mysterious man. He knows a lot that he's not letting on about. Like, for a moment he opened up to me. And... let's see, chose Alundra instead of Maya for some important task. I forget what it even was, but now he's just back to speaking in confusing half-sentences again, which he swore he'd stop, or whatever. Alright, well, next time Torla Mountain, I guess. Save, yes. And let's see what the chapter title is. It surely would have told me about itself if I had read this earlier. No, it was still the giant tree tower. Okay, so we'll find out what it actually is next time, I guess. Alright, cool. I'll see you then.